Hi, ECPC friends. Good to see you. I'm going to read you one of my very favorite stories. It's called Aki and the Fox. It's by Akiko Hayashi. This is a book that is from Japan. It takes place in Japan, which is a different country very far away. Khan the fox was bored. He was waiting for the baby to be born. Grandma had sent him all the way from her village near the seashore to watch over the new baby. Do you see him sitting there in the chair? Slowly, Khan drifted off to sleep. He was dreaming of Grandma's village and the great sand dunes. Do you think Khan is a real live fox or a stuffy? I think maybe he's a stuffy. When he woke up, a music box was playing softly. There was a tiny bundle in the cradle. Khan felt his heart beat faster. The baby had finally come. She was a beautiful little girl, and her name was Aki. It didn't bother Khan when Aki chewed on his paws. See that? Babies do that sometimes. When she began to crawl, Aki sometimes squashed Khan, but the little fox never complained. Soon Aki learned to walk. She often took Khan with her, dragging him by his tail. Khan didn't mind. He loved playing with Aki. They were always together. But while Aki grew bigger and bigger, the little fox grew old. One day, Khan's arm burst open. Aki was worried. Yeah, see, he's a stuffy. See how the stitching is opened up? Look at that picture. I'm fine, Khan told her calmly. I'll go back to Grandma's village. She'll know what to do. I'll go with you, said Aki, and she hurried to get ready for the journey. What do you think they could do to fix him? Oh, that part on his arm is coming unsewn. I wonder what they could do. When they arrived at the train station, Khan walked straight to the platform. This is our train, Aki. Follow me, he said. The train started to move before they could sit down. Khan led the way to their seats. You see them taking that train ride all by themselves. There's no grown-ups going with them on this. I don't know where the grown-ups are. You take the window seat, said Khan. We can watch the countryside, and before you know it, we'll be in Grandma's village. But Aki remembered that she hadn't packed anything for lunch. What if we get hungry, she asked. Don't worry, Khan answered. They sell delicious lunches at the next station. When the train stopped, Khan jumped down quickly. You wait right here, he told Aki. Don't worry, I'll be just fine. The train won't leave for 5 minutes. And off he ran. There he is right there. Do you see it? Khan got into line, but a lot of people were ahead of him. The line was moving very slowly. Only 2 more minutes before the train leaves, he thought anxiously. Aki waited and waited, but there was no sign of Khan. Suddenly, the train started with a jolt. Khan, called Aki, but there was no answer. And she began to cry. The conductor came by to find out what was wrong. If it's a fox you're looking for, he said, I just saw one over by the door. There was Khan holding their lunches in his paws. When he saw Aki's face, he said, "Don't worry, Aki, our lunches are still warm." He had jumped back on the train just in time, but his tail was stuck. I'm fine, he said cheerfully. "Go ahead and sit down and we can eat right here." "What are you two doing here?" demanded the startled conductor. "You're not supposed to sit between the trains and the floor. You have to sit in a seat." "What are you two doing here?" demanded the startled conductor. "Don't worry, we have our tickets," Khan explained. "It's just that my tail is stuck." Oh my gosh, look at that picture. Look at his tail. The door finally opened at the next stop. Khan's beautiful tail was bent in the middle. The conductor got out his first aid kit and bandaged the poor fox. Khan and Aki decided to stay in their seats for the rest of the trip. Soon they saw the sea through the window. You see the ocean? There it is. They had reached Grandma's village at last. "Could we take a walk on the sand dunes?" asked Aki. "I've never seen any before." Khan looked around. "Grandma's house is the other way," he said, "but I guess we could take a quick look." Have you guys seen sand dunes before? You should see this picture. These are lots of sand dunes here. The dunes stretched as far as they could see. The two friends were making footprints in the sand when Aki noticed that someone had been there before them. Do you see what's on the ground there? What's in the sand? Can you guys see that? "Whose tracks are these, Khan?" she asked. "I don't know," he answered. "Let's find out." I think they're following the tracks. Suddenly, they were face to face with a huge dog. He sniffed Khan's feet. "Don't be afraid, Aki, I'm here," said Khan bravely. But before he could say another word, snap! The huge dog picked Khan up and bounded off toward the top of the dune. Now don't worry, it'll turn out okay. And that dog probably thinks it's a stuffy. My dog has stuffies that he plays with. And Khan is a stuffy, so he probably thinks it's a toy for him to play with. Aki climbed after them as quickly as she could. From the top of the dune, she could see the sea and hear the waves. The dog had disappeared. "Khan!" shouted Aki. "Khan, where are you?" But all she heard was the crash of the waves. Aki kept searching until she found the dog's footprints around a little pile of sand. Can you see over here? Something sticking out of the sand. I wonder what it is. Quickly, she began to dig and soon uncovered an ear. She dug faster and faster until the little fox was finally free. Aki held Khan gently in her arms. His legs were dangling limply from his body. "Are you all right?" she asked softly. I'm fine," Khan murmured in a tiny voice. think he's fine? He got buried in the sand. Aki climbed down the dune, carrying Khan on her back. "Which way is Grandma's house?" she asked. I'm fine, murmured Khan in the same tiny voice. It was getting darker and darker as Aki hurried toward the houses. There, at the end of the road, she saw Grandma waiting for her. There's her grandma. "Hurry, Grandma, hurry," cried Aki. "You have to help Khan." Grandma took Khan in one arm and held Aki in the other. "It's all right now, Aki," she said. "Let's go into the house. But what's happened to Khan? You two must have had quite an adventure." Her grandma's there to help. Grandma went right to work sewing very carefully. "He's almost ready," she told Aki. "All that's left is his tail. And the very best thing for a bent tail is a hot bath." When he heard the word bath, Khan jumped down from Grandma's lap and began to run. "A bath? No way," he shouted. Do you think he's okay now? I think he's getting better. Now look at the bathtub in this picture. Look at their bathtub. It's almost like a pool. That's a soaking tub they're sitting in. Isn't that fun? But Grandma caught Khan and plunged him into the clean, hot water. This feels wonderful," said Aki. "Well, Khan, a bath isn't so bad after all, is it?" asked Grandma, smiling. "It's better than being buried in the sand," Khan answered. When Khan got out of the bathtub, he dried off with a big, soft towel. His beautiful tail was as fat as ever. Thanks to Aki and Grandma, he looked like a brand new fox. The two travelers rested at Grandma's house, and when the morning came, they were ready to begin the journey home. And that's the end. They don't tell us if there's any more adventures that Aki and Khan have. But they had a big adventure getting to Grandma's house and getting his tail fixed. Just like Aki, you have lots of grown-ups around that can help you when you need it. But Aki did a lot of stuff herself. I know you can do a lot of things yourself, too. I will see you all soon, ECPC kids. Have fun.